Coming live from Fire for Heart, children of God. I wanted to show you one of the most amazing things that we put on the boiler. I'm still very grateful that some of it was updated and repaired. But they had it where it was just when it has the, I don't know to call it condensation, but the water that leaks off. They may have just been allowing this to be the room. The only thing is there's not a drain in this room, even in the middle. Give you an idea. Still trying to figure out this place because there's this side of the house is the I'm just washing fabrics and stuff I found that were packed, still unpacking slowly because we tried the chicken adventure. I tried a little. We got up to some 50 degrees, but it's going to go into the 40s tonight. So we bought this thing. And what a wonderful tool if you still have a boiler. I don't know how many boilers are still running around or, in the homes. But, wow, because we had it in like a container thing and then we were having to dump it. And I can't tell you the price on this. I don't think it was that much. And then then the hose goes over to the septic. And what a lifesaver, because from February, March, April, I know, it was a few months. It's getting pretty old, but we're new to this. And still most of the beams look good here, surprisingly. I have the large, this won't go far down here. I talked about it before, but I would say it wrong. Drylock. I want to get moving along, so I at least got the one board up. A bunch of radioactivity. If you have animals or pets and you find they're acting a little more wild, I don't know, hands down, if you're by a bunch of towers, call me a kook. And even if you got farm animals and you're like, what are they doing? The goats are hanging from the roof. My husband said that the frequency today was super high. Like super high, because they've just been, I'm like, it's not storming. We're not supposed to have another storm for like 4 days. So like, what's going on? And I just need to say poor Miss Amber's. You know what's sad about it though is that this is a small area, this little area here. Some people do have about an acre. It's technically, I guess, a neighborhood. But the person that called me in, that could affect other people that have had chickens for a long time. And it's kind of sad. It's pretty sad. I'm super geeked because I'm going to show you what I finished. I don't care if you like it or not. We like it, and it helped me. It took 10 months or more to decide on what color themes for the property, what colors to spiff up. I did not want to just keep the white. It was driving me wild. I mean, obviously a little bit of white is fine. But she's still look at how good a girl. Now, granted, that's just one a day. These are the olive trees that I'll be repotting. They would be living in this room or upstairs till they get so big. Olive trees can get super big, but you can also manicure them. Oh, little rascals. So I'll let them out for a second, but I technically can't get into her with them out. So I did finish the board. This is this side. It doesn't obviously go with the first idea I was doing with the little flowers. And I'm probably just going to leave the flowers. Who cares? Do you know nobody can see us from here? I'm going to show you what's going on here. There's nobody here, okay? It's this room. So that's how goofy people have gotten. And so I know I changed the center. Yeah, I know you guys want to play right now. We're not going to play right now. This is all still stuff coming in, so please apologize for that. And I technically will have to, I have to put him up if I'm going to go in to see her. I didn't bring a peach out for her. So I made her another little sleeping area with a covering, and she loved it, and she slept all night, and she actually laid her egg in the old turkey sleeping box that we had. We had it where it was open on top but vented. when we were having to put them out because they were just like sitting on the pool edge and just flying and being crazy. So this is the one side. And this was my first idea I wanted to do. It was just something fun. So we had gotten these planks. I'm sorry, excuse me. These are technically pallet pieces. These are large pallet pieces. I've said this before. We did not put these pieces together. So these things came like this, the whole length, and then John put the chicken wire in some, and I helped with some other chicken wire. I only got half the cave down. She's still a little confused because that's where she was with her sisters, and she really wants out again. She had fun today. I took her over and burned some brush. But this here, I love it. I don't care about it, what anyone says. John loves it, and he wanted this side out so we could see it. And then I'm taking the newer planks that aren't weathered and messed up and painting them down in the boiler room. I was trying to keep a journal of everything that we already did in 10 months. Well, 9. But it's like you do the little things and then I'm simply not writing them down. And she wants me to sing to her. And this is the other side. So it ended up being the square. And this was the seal, the glue. Because it's not going to last that long. Now, maybe if because I painted them, they might. But she might actually want me to put her to bed. She had a big day and it's getting chilly. I do feel bad for her. And I wish that I could even get her a rooster boyfriend, but he might not be happy just with one lady. And I still don't expect her to make it through winter. She seems to love us and wants to stick around. She's made it through a lot. But see, she wants to come right out. What you doing, little girl? Do you want to get ready for bed? I hate to show any of this because we have some serious problems. So I'm not justifying going to a grill. I'm not saying that's something you should do if you're a Christian, blah, blah, blah. And so this is where she is. Now that should have been, that's worrisome. Worried about my husband. I think we believe he had a walking stroke a month or two back. A walking stroke means you don't even know you have it, but there's still effects. And so I have most of this barricaded and sealed for any kind of rodent, and that lumber is drying. And then her food, and she actually plopped her egg right in here. I don't know if she sat up here and plopped it in, but she normally loved to go in here. She started on the side of the house. That was worrisome. This is the one. She was the first one. And she's just staying strong. She's like, she's a survivor. What a little fruitcake. So, we have some heat sources out here. Not major heat sources. Nothing dangerous. Just enough to keep a little warmth in here. The shed right now is at 50. But obviously, like I said, when it gets down real bad, we'd be having to take her in. And I don't know, I guess set something up in the basement. And so that's really just all I wanted to share today was the board took longer than I thought. I've stained a couple this week. This one, and then I got the little piece that we'll put in there. And still just trying to spiff up this crazy town we did to keep the dogs from killing the whole batch of them. Oh, she's yelling. She's like, what? Wait, I'm going out. I am going to go out and go. Oh, you want the doggies to be screaming and yelling? You want them to be screaming and yelling? Because they're going to get you. I got to put them up. And if you want to go out one last time, you can't go in the cave no more. You got to go into your sleeping bed. So those radio frequencies, there really is something to it. And it could affect people too. So when you see all of a sudden extra violence and whatnot, so this was supposed to be temporary. Chicken farmers will be laughing their heads off, but I tell you what, this was their first little run when they're still teeny weeny, and they loved it, and they slept up in there, and it's just hilarious. And I still want to keep it for her, but overall, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. Keeping one, she's the one that she hid somewhere. I thought it was all over. Like, oh, I want to say hallelujah, but maybe God's got something planned that we don't know about. She's mad right now. She's like, you either get me a peach or you get me to go run around. So yeah, everyone's a little overactivated. I gotta go. Bye. Well, you just, I almost shut down. She's like, well, I am getting out of here. You want him to jump through the... This is so bad. He's such a bad boy. They don't listen right. That's what makes me mad about them. I'm going to let her go in the garage real quick. Just want to still take a look at this majestic piece of work that's still not done. Hallelujah, though. I was like, I've been chipping that paint off all spring and summer, and it's just the smallest areas, but it was technically the driest. She's doing a debut, and she knows that they're scary. And then obviously this isn't done yet, but I think it's going to be real cute when I'm done. It might take a year or more, but it'll be the edible garden. I will have raised beds. I will have maybe on the ground, but if she's still kicking, I might put stuff up more. And the netted area that'll keep out more things that would eat the edibles. So, love scent.